What if I told you that the legendary alchemists of the past weren't actually obsessed with physical gold, but were actually building a manual for upgrading the human mind? Most people think alchemy was just a bunch of weirdos in dark basements trying to get rich with magic chemistry. But the truth is way more exciting, and it's actually the missing piece to your own personal growth. Welcome back. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on the real secrets of alchemy. I promise you, by the end of this, you'll never look at this ancient art the same way again. We're moving past the fairy tales of gold making and looking at a profound spiritual science that actually paved the way for modern psychology and even the weirdest parts of quantum physics. Let's start with a phrase that sounds like a magic spell: solve et coagula. In Latin, it literally means dissolve and come back together. Most people think this was about melting metal in a pot. It wasn't. It was a description of how you change as a person. Dissolving is about breaking down your old habits, your limiting beliefs, and the ego patterns that keep you stuck. Coagulating is about rebuilding yourself into a stronger, wiser version of who you are. Think about it. Every major tradition has a version of this. It's the death and rebirth story. Whether it's resurrection, finding enlightenment, or transcending the self, alchemy was just using the language of chemistry to explain how humans evolve. The alchemists realized something thousands of years ago that we're only just proving with physics. Everything is connected. They believed the laws that govern a piece of iron are the same laws that govern your thoughts. This is why they worked in labs and meditated at the same time. To them, the outer world and the inner world were the same thing. You've probably heard of the Philosopher's Stone. In movies, it turns lead into gold. In reality, it was a metaphor for a golden mind, a state of being so clear and resilient that you can take any bad situation and turn it into wisdom. Lead represented a heavy, sleepwalking state of life. Gold represented being fully awake and aware. Even Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, realized these ancient texts weren't about chemistry. They were maps of the human psyche. He found that alchemical stages like nigredo, the blackening, perfectly matched what we call the dark night of the soul, that heavy, difficult phase we go through before a major breakthrough. But here is the real kicker. Alchemists understood the observer effect way before modern science. They knew that you don't just watch the world. Your energy and focus actually change what you're looking at. This is why they focused so much on cleaning their own minds before they ever touched their tools. The real laboratory wasn't the room they were in. It was their own consciousness. Let's talk about Prima Materia, or first matter. Alchemists thought this was the raw stuff the universe is made of. Today, physicists talk about quantum fields. It's the same idea, a big field of infinite possibility. When you practice mindfulness, do shadow work, or try to understand your emotions, you are doing alchemy. You are taking the raw material of your stress, fear, and confusion and processing it until it turns into compassion and strength. The alchemists even ranked metals to show the stages of growth. Lead, stuck in your ways. Iron, using your willpower. Copper, developing emotional intelligence. Tin, expanding your mind. Mercury, becoming intuitive and fluid. Silver, getting in touch with your deeper inner light. Gold, reaching your highest potential. The famous saying, "As above, so below," from the emerald tablet, basically means that the universe works in fractals. What happens in the stars happens in your cells. This means your personal growth isn't just a small thing. It's a reflection of the whole universe evolving. Here's a trick you can use right now. Alchemists loved the idea of circulation. Instead of trying to force yourself to feel better when you're down, just let your awareness circulate through the feeling. Don't fight it. Just observe it with a steady, gentle heat. Eventually, it will change on its own. The end goal was philosophical Mercury, a mind that is totally flexible but impossible to break. Imagine being able to go through a chaotic day without losing your inner peace. That is the gold they were talking about. Next time life gets messy, don't just see it as a problem. See it as raw material. You have a furnace inside you, your awareness, and you have the power to cook those difficult experiences until they turn into something valuable. The lab is open. You already have all the tools. It's time to start your own transformation from the heavy lead of just getting by to the gold of a truly awakened life.